He's a bad boy because he can't stick to one key.
Excuse me.
Now you'll be reacting to a 22-year-old female solo artist named Chungha. So we're actually reacting to a B-side song. The very first B-side song is called Make a Wish, which was released in 2017 on her debut mini-album called Hands on Me. To summarize the lyrics, she's singing about a guy who she knows she's too good for, but then she decides to seduce him anyways. The song is composed by Daily Dose and Anna Timgren. 3, 2, seduce! Oh, I like this.
Okay.
It's like spaghetti western salon with like now synth.
Tetrachord. Oh, nice little major minor 6.
It's very sultry.
We got a little like chromatic descending thing.
Yeah,
almost like a Dido's Lament idea.
It stands out from other songs. Okay, now it really stands out from other songs.
For the amount of energy that's being put into this tune, I feel like the vibe should be a little faster.
I was just gonna say, it feels kind of slow.
It's just like, feels like they're trying to push something.
Ooh, I really like that sort of upbeat into downbeat.
Chippity bum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
She does a lot with like how she lays down the vocals. Like it's so rhythmic. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now we're fully in E flat major. Okay, that's allowed. Yeah, now we're back in C minor. Wow, good shit.
It is very chromatic, the melody itself. Love the backing little vocals too.
Sweet harmonies. Whoa. Why does her voice kind of have a filter when it moves to the major section? Oh, it's grainy. It's like an old movie. Oh, that's a nice little touch.
Triple dip?
Yeah.
Love it, yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
actually.
me too. It's a good little motive.
It's kind of cool how they have like a bunch of different lines happening at the same time, but yet they kind of work together. Like it's a lot. You take any one of those and it could kind of stand on its own a little bit, but.
Oh yeah.
I love that change to relative major. That just automatically brings a smile to my face.
Oh, yes. Let's do that deceptive cadence.
That's beautiful.
Take the bass out of the equation for a little bit. That always works. That's always effective. Deceptive cadence, remove the bass line.
And like a more ballady section.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful major chord.
We ended in major and then we went straight back to minor. Woo!
That's actually good. What?
This turn. Interesting. I like that little like major chord that they held down and ended and it immediately went back to minor. It was almost just like looking up through the trees and like just sun coming through just for a second and then them closing again.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
And then you remember that you have stuff to do.
In most of the songs we've listened to thus far, the weird kind of like forays into other key areas usually happen like with the accompaniment chords, but in that one it was like the melody was very chromatic and it was like literally sewn into the melody. I thought that was really interesting.
It's like a lament bass, but in the in the vocal line.
Can we try something?
What's up?
That we've never done before, actually.
What's up?
I just want to really quickly. I want to just test something out.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Yeah. We're playing it at 1 1/4 speed. I want to see if it's any. I want to see if it's better.
Oh, right, because it was too slow when it started.
It's like noticeably better. I feel like. Come listen to this. You literally solved. I solved the mystery. It just like bops like a little bit harder. really all it needed was to be like a little bit faster.
I mean, she's a dancer. Would you be able to dance to this?
More than likely not.
But that was the vibe, though.
I think it serves the music a lot better, actually.
You guys screwed up.
Yeah.
What she's known for is her dancing, and she like choreographs her own stuff.
Okay, cool.
So that's probably a reason why it didn't go faster.
It could be like maybe like 5 or 6 clicks slower than that and be a little bit more danceable and groove just as hard. I just wanted to see what it would sound like if it was a little bit faster.
Right.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
I thought it was cool. I enjoyed that, and I liked how that like contrasting bridge at the end. I thought that was really neat because it was like a lot like she sang like a legato line versus like the kind of like articulated lyrical passages that she did earlier.
Question, with K-pop, is it a trend to just like combine all of these different like genres into one thing?
Yes.
So that's like an artistic pursuit.
Yes.
Interesting. No, that's so interesting. Okay.
I did not enjoy that.
Yeah.
Because
I've heard her live. Why are we auto-tuning her? Why are we putting synth sounds? Why are we putting extra things on top of her already gorgeous voice? I don't understand.
It was just a lot of like stuff, you know, that I don't feel like she needed. You know, like sometimes it adds when they like can't sing, but that didn't seem the problem.
Hi, so I really like how a lot of the minor sections, there's a little bit of a major twist, like the natural flat 6 thing going on. And in the short major section with the classy piano and the silent comedy vibe, there is a bit of minor in it. But once we switch to E flat major, it becomes just truly, what a bliss, indeed.
I really enjoyed the way they maneuvered between major and minor because it's like if you're gonna talk about like deceiving people or you're trying to seduce someone, if you're trying to like
What?
oh yeah, we're going here. Harmonic minor, melodic minor, natural minor. All the 3 types of minor. These ones are like so peculiar in the way that like it just like deviates from the major keys that you're initially taught as a kid. So like I thought it was interesting the way it's just like it just kind of bends. You're never staying in one place. You're like constantly looking for other venues where you're going to a different idea. So I thought it was really cool how they went back and forth between that and also the way they changed between sections.
Okay, well next we'll be reacting to Bad Boy, a song off her first 2018 comeback mini album called Offset. She is singing about falling in love with a guy who has a reputation. She knows she doesn't need him and feels bad boy.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I sing about you?
You said 2 different lyrics, who's right?
Me.
Oh, her. I made something up.
Okay, so basically she knows she doesn't need him and feels free when she isn't with him, but is still in love with him despite that. The song is composed by Vincenzo, Annie Missinga, Fuxi, and Anna Timgren.
Bring me that Fuxi, let's go. Who dat? Oh my gosh, she's doing things.
The stutters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got that like funky bass that doesn't quite have
That was
changes
great.
pitch.
She did a great vocal transition too from like head to chest. It was really seamless. I almost couldn't tell.
The scalar motion in the vocal line is doing good things.
Now we are walking bass. Holy crap! Okay. Now it's like swing music.
What?
What the heck? Let's just go major.
Some harmonica. There's like some harmonica in there. That's pretty tasty. Some like brass I heard in the background too. That's fun.
I have no idea what key we're in anymore. See, this is minor.
Yeah.
So I think we're just tonicizing a couple keys in the chorus.
Yeah.
I love this part. It's like she's telling a story. Listen to me. Like, super cool.
Yeah, the contour of this vocal line is really just like up and down, but it's, yeah, probably just like her relationship with this bad boy.
Is this swing thing happening again? Yeah.
It's like
Harmonica?
Yeah.
Is that harmonica?
yeah. I just went like this. I was like, it's the
Yeah.
He's a bad boy because he can't stick to one key.
Cool. Where are we?
Some whole tone shit going on, I think.
They really went for the aggressive, like, delayed leading tones.
Let's change the key again.
Oh, wow.
I like this section. Just the the sample comes back to the beginning. What a time.
Well, the horn lines are actually pretty cool.
Man. What's the roller coaster now?
I like that it sort of flirts with the swing thing. It's got a little bit of a relaxed eighth note, but it actually like commits to it at one point.
Wow. You know, we just go to B flat when we want.
Imagine singing this would be hard.
Is it gonna end in B flat? Stop! It ended in B flat. It ended in a key that it wasn't even a part of mostly. The key in the beginning is like a bluesy major, so you're like, oh, it's G major, but with a bluesy thing. And it's funny because about a week ago, which is a decade in internet time, I tweeted something about British rhythm and blues bands, like the early Beatles and the early Rolling Stones stuff, how because they follow 12-bar blues structures so rigidly, it is a miracle if they have a relative minor chord. And if they have that, that automatically means their song is good. A relative minor chord.
Huh.
So in G major, G bluesy major, if you use an E minor, that basically means your classic rock song is a cut above your average. Because the 12-bar blues is so prevalent. This song goes all over the map. They're pulling some Beach Boys stuff going on, but it's a different way than the Beach Boys would do it. That didn't even make any grammatical sense, but I'm keeping it. Wow. Wow, what a roller coaster.
Wow.
Cool. That was like moonwalking on the beach. That's what that was like.
Can you explain what musically made it moonwalking on the beach?
No, I can't. I really can't. That was good. This music keeps like, I still don't know what to think. Like, it's crazy.
None of it's ever like the same. It's never the same. That's like, so you never know what to expect.
Well, and that's the weird thing because like it's taking aspects of genres that are pretty common, but yeah, it keeps creating unique things.
That was great.
Cool.
I really enjoyed
I like how it sounded old timey. They like altered some vocals and put some like, I don't know what you call it, like filters on it.
I think that kind of made up for, because we were saying with the first one that we kind of wished that there was like something more, and I think that kind of gave us something more. Like there was definitely a lot more in there. There was more variation on what was going on. She did a lot more vocally. It was just, I thought that was a really well done piece of music.
I'm out of breath again.
You need to see a doctor.
I'm great. I'm just excited.
That was really interesting because it kind of wanted to be swing music a little bit with the walking bass.
I really
and it
like
had
that.
the drum set with the cymbal, and then it like couldn't decide what key it wanted to be in.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because like in some of these, they always try to play on expectations, and sometimes like the degrees are different. That was like extreme. I was like, what was that? Like that like jolted me.
Yeah, but the defying of conventions and the subverting of our expectations, it wasn't with, rhythm.
No.
Which is one of the things they
all.
usually do. Or like sudden texture
or silence.
change.
Like it was simply,
or not even just a deceptive cadence, which is very effective. It was with just where are we in regard to tonic, it's really hard to tell. So that was the way that they chose to sort of
totally
subvert expectations.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty interesting the way the rhythms are just like jumping up in a row. Like I really enjoy when they start with really slow, steady 4, and then slowly as you gradually pick up towards the apex or the climax of the song. The apex. Once you reach to the climax, then they kick it into drive with like 16th notes, like with the pizzicato bass, like dum bum 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 bum. And so it's like, I don't know, I feel like every time I listen to a jazz chart, it's always interesting when they move up in tempo. in terms of like shortening the subdivisions, because it's so fascinating because it's like the possibilities are endless. Like you don't know. It's like, are they going to go to triplets? Are they going to do 16ths or sextuplets or so on and so forth? So it's always very refreshing to hear that.
Yeah.
Used very effectively, especially using the different key changes, because that adds another medium of just possibility.
I want to talk about that bridge. I feel like it'd be amiss to not talk about that bridge. You were mentioning like the apexes and climaxes, and I think in a pop song sort of landscape where things are mostly repetitive, this song is already not repetitive enough. But by the time we get to the bridge section, we're like, okay, the song must have already shown all the tricks in its bag. I mean, the thing is, we react to really interesting songs, but you know, we like to keep a slightly cynical perspective and say, okay, with any song, it will most likely stay in the same formula by the bridge. But this bridge, it goes into new key areas, it introduces new sounds, it reintroduces old sounds that we didn't think would reappear. And the energy just keeps on going. It might not like reach a new high point, but it plateaus in a good way until that final chorus. And then the coda is even better because it ends in B flat major. Wow.
Hello everyone, I'm Emiel and I'm the channel runner of ReacttotheK. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you're curious about the videos that we'll be reacting to in the future, I put a link to a doc with our release schedule in the description. Last but not least, if you'd like to support our channel, you can help us out by pledging any amount you would like on our Patreon. On Patreon, you can get access to full unedited pair reaction playlists, reactions to Japanese releases, and much more. And of course, a huge shout out and thank you to our superstar patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Bye!